We're going to show you when the most likely breakout of that triangle would be and the price target of that triangle. But I think that the time frame of when this is actually going to break out is between the 26th and the 28th. I think it's going to fall within these 2 days, because keep in mind this is on the hourly chart, so this looks like a big pattern, but really the end of this triangle is only 5 days from now. I think it's actually more likely to be Monday or Tuesday.
Oh, Thanksgiving! I feel like a schoolboy again. Oh. She likes it sloppy. No, I don't. Maybe next time a little bit more cream, huh? But yeah, great stuff. You want to make out? See. Wow! Oh, there's nothing I love more than slurping up some bird bones.
I like the hot dog, but with some dairy.
Confirmed, Bitcoin has broken out of its ascending triangle, but it has not yet completed its full breakout potential just yet. Will it do that, or will it be continued to be dragged down by the broader stock market? If Bitcoin is to break percentage-wise as much as the last 3 times we got this cross, this being the 4th, then it will have to reach this specific level, which again, guys, lines up with all of these charts. We've been saying this for a few weeks now, and slowly but surely, these targets have been getting hit. So can we expect this next target to get hit? And is an analyst predicting a sudden drop here, guys? A Hell's Candle plunge? Well, we'll be taking a look at that as well. And as we've talked about, a pullback to the 21 weekly multiple times throughout even a bull market is extremely normal and necessary. And actually a pullback at this very moment to the 21 weekly would actually even be below this level. So we'll take a look at that as well. And guys, Bitcoin continues its everlasting battle to decouple from other markets. However, if there's going to be a volatile and very uncertain time, guys, in my opinion, it is literally the next 7 days. We have exactly 7 days from today until the elections in the US. And regardless of what happens, there is a large amount of uncertainty, a large amount of anxiety, and a volatile week is clearly expected for not just Bitcoin, but everything. And as well, as we talked about over 2 weeks ago, Bitcoin did get this breakout, but we are still inching up to the full breakout target of this symmetrical triangle. What is the target, and will we hit the target? Welcome back, crypto clappers of cheeks. Guys, we have so much to be jumping, jiving, and delving and dumping into in this webisode. We had a very small dump-isode yesterday, but that was, in my opinion, and kind of objectively, completely tied to what the broader stock market was doing. And guys, as well, this battle of decoupling with Bitcoin obviously will not happen overnight. It is a battle. In fact, it is a war, and it is the ultimate goal of Bitcoin to eventually decouple. Because if you think about it this way, if it doesn't decouple, really, what would be the point of Bitcoin if it would just follow everything else, guys, right? So ultimately it has to. But as well, we really have to look into Bitcoin as it has broken exactly as we talked about in the exact time frame that we talked about 2 days ago, but will it continue? Again, the only factor that has been clouding and muddying up the waters a little bit over the last few months has been the stock market, right? And the correlation, and especially because of everything going on in the US for the next 7 days, we really have to be careful here. And guys, even after the election is over, I mean, there's still going to be some uncertainty. We are in some very interesting times, but as well, interesting times lead to massive money gains potentially as well. So guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications so you get updated when we upload time-sensitive, crucial, critical, absolutely insane webisodes like this. And as well, guys, as always, if you want to enter for the Ledger giveaway, an equivalent in BTC, or access to T4, make sure to drop your comment below, and as well smash the subscribers below. Wow, guys, so this is actually beautiful to see. Another green continuation weekly candle, but it is incredibly early in the week, and we are not going to count our chickens before they squirt, guys. So if we actually go to this ascending triangle, this is kind of the key that we've been talking about for a few days now. And as we mentioned yesterday, as soon as we entered the time that I had kind of sectioned off over the last few days, we got a massive dump, which is basically as soon as the Dow opened up. But we found support, and we actually kind of re-entered this. And we've actually spent hours and hours here finding support right around about 160-ish, which was kind of exactly where the top of this ascending triangle was. And as soon as we broke out of it, we had some pretty nice movement all the way up to about 13,500, guys, setting a new yearly high. So if we go to this chart, you can see this is the highest that we've been all year. And we're just a few $100s away currently from the highest that we've been since January of 2018. So we're just a few $100s away from the highest that we've been in 3 years. Think about that, guys. That is amazing. So no matter what happens this week, because again, this is going to be, I mean, my opinion alone, but I think this week is going to be very volatile. I think this week is insanely uncertain. And kind of whatever happens this week, we can kind of almost write it off, in my opinion, because we've set so much macro price action that is incredibly significant. We did what we needed to do, and now we kind of just have to go along for this ride for the next week, in my opinion. However, yeah, on this chart, the full breakout target of this is about 13.6. So we got all the way up, about $100 off from it, but it'll be really interesting to see what happens because, unfortunately, until these stocks closed today, because we started to see Bitcoin move up pretty much as soon as the stock market closed yesterday. And I think Bitcoin is going to remain kind of tied. So actually with the DJI, we are going down a little bit still as well. I had the S&P futures open, but the S&P as well is still kind of on a little bit of a downtrend. Very key that we broke the 50 and 21-day moving average. Same thing here for the DJI. But guys, we can't ignore yet again, that we're in the most critical position for the entire cryptocurrency market. Whereas once we get a clear break out of this $400 billion range for the entire cryptocurrency market, I think things could go absolutely haywire, bullish to the upside. But again, we still have some time before, in my opinion, it's guaranteed that we're about to lift off. But again, guys, this is absolutely beautiful. Even if you discount this ascending triangle, it's clear that this horizontal level of resistance, hopefully going to turn support, is a very, very key level. We even pull out this VPVR here, guys. You see basically no resistance to the upside. In many ways, we are approaching actual all-time highs. If we kind of discount this blow off top of the entire market, huge. But as we said back at the beginning of October, we were talking about this cross leading to a 30% pump, guys, and that is clearly what has happened so far. Almost, we've gone up about 24% now, I think, at this point. Let me actually just remeasure this because we went up a little bit since yesterday. Actually, 25%. Yeah, so we're up even a few percent more. Full breakout of this again, in my opinion, minimum. If this is going to be anything similar to the last 3 times that we've had this cross, 30 to 50% pumps after we've had this cross the last 3 times over the past entire 10 months so far of 2020, dating back to January, would put us at about 14.1. Why is that so critical? Well, for one, it takes us to our next level on this 6-month ascending channel. 14.1 also puts us clearly above that previous high of 13.8. And as well, 14.1 puts us exactly where the full breakout of this 2-month symmetrical triangle would be. Actually, it's about 14,160. So 14,160 on this chart. So that's really what we're looking for. Again, we're going to need to see an increase in volume here. Volume has been impressive, but not quite as impressive as many other times in 2020 so far. And even on the weekly, guys, we still have some room to run as we're just now entering overbought. But as you can see, especially even during a bull market, there are many, most of the time, actually, we're in that overbought territory. So again, if we're just entering it, even though some of these indicators are showing that we're a little overbought, and even on the weekly, we're a little overbought, again, it is still possible. We still have plenty of room, especially with the climate in the cryptocurrency space, with the bullishness. A lot of that can be ignored, as you see on this chart, right? Even running all the way up to its highest at about, 90? Like 90 on the weekly chart. So again, still plenty of girth, still plenty of room here. And with that being said, even a retest to come back here, guys, we have to be cautious because even though, like I said, this is going to be an extremely volatile week, price can swing pretty wildly in my opinion. And now basically what I want to talk about is this, right? William Suberg posted why one Bitcoin analyst expects sudden Hell's Candle plunge to 11.3. And guys, as we tweeted out a week ago, Bitcoin can retrace as quickly as it's pumping. Usually it actually retraces or dumps quicker than it pumps, right? Staircase up, elevator down, right? That's the saying. Usually dumps are a lot quicker than pumps. So again, let's be realistic about where we are in the last few weeks. We are up massively in the last few weeks. So it would be silly to say that we're just going to continue going up. Because again, even though this climate is extremely bullish, a lot of the technicals are very bullish, we do have to anticipate the fact that we could even come back below 12K again, guys. That is not out of the cards. Even it is possible we actually go slightly below 11K rather quickly. Again, ultimately, I still think even if that would happen, we're going to go up. But we cannot just pretend that 12,005 is the new support and we'll never go below that again. That is absolutely not the case. It is still likely that we could even go below 11. But with that being said, I think it is pretty safe to say that $9,000 and $10,000 are at this point pretty concrete supports. And one of my reasonings for that is the fact that the 21 weekly is currently about 10,700, and breaking the 21 weekly around 10,700 would be very, very bad for the market. And I personally think the market is a little too bullish right now. So I personally think that $10,000 is going to hold. So if I had to come right out and say like a definitive number of where Bitcoin will not go below, I do feel comfortable saying that it probably won't go below $10,000 in my opinion. So that basically begs the question, when are you out of the woods? And basically, guys, it still is breaking 13.8, 13.9, or just more evenly about 14,000 US dollars. That's still what we're waiting for. We are so close. We are closer than we've ever been to bullishness in the past 3 years. So it's important to get excited about that. But it also is important to recognize the fact that we've just pumped a lot over the last few weeks, and we are in a very critical time, completely regardless of cryptocurrency, in terms of the US elections, in terms of the stock market. There is a lot of uncertainty, and so I just urge everyone to be careful because nothing is definitive. And as well, guys, if you see me comment something like this, it is not me, it's these scammers. I'm trying my best to keep these scammers out of the comments, but they continuously come up with new ways of navigating through the words that I block and everything like that. This is not me. Myself, if you see me or anyone else from a crypto channel comment, the real channels will have this. We'll have like this little box around us. And as you can see, the fake channels don't have that. So if you get a comment from me that has anything like this, no, first of all, it's not me. And yeah, just protect yourself. I'm just saying this so you don't fall victim to these scams, because these scams have been increasing a lot over the last month. I don't know why, but I've heard other people say the same thing. Well, guys, so if you're new to the channel, as always, make sure to subscribe and leave a comment below to enter for these ledgers, equivalent in BTC, or access to T4. And as well, we do have a free trading tutorial here on T4, so make sure to check that out. And guys, if you have experience and you want to support the channel, make sure to sign up with Bybit below. You can get up to an additional $390 for trading when you create a new account and sign up with our link specifically below until October 31st. So you still have a few days left to do that if you're interested.